There's a lot of worlds, a lot of heavens, and a lot of levels that you can have fun in. But it doesn't. It still doesn't give you the you. You must always understand who the traveler is and who you are. And at the time I opened the health food stores, I thought, well, whole grain products were good. I had a mill. I made your people their whole grain flours, and we had raw milk cheeses and goat's milk and raw milk of every sort, of thinking that was good, you know. My personal friend, Dr. Jensen, if you go back to his Health Valley Ranch, we did the same thing. He offered whole grain breads and whole raw milk cheeses, because at that time that was you know, whole and better. Didn't realize that after age 2 you can't digest milk anymore, because biologically you're supposed to be weaned and you lose lactase, and this makes milk extremely mucus forming even from your mother. But drinking a cow's milk for any human is way out of chemistry, and so it becomes the most mucus forming food on the planet. Those people that come to me that are dairy farmers, their lymph systems are just atrocious. It's a lot, years of work to clean them out. And so when I opened up health food stores and I started eating more that, and that brought me a little further away from fruitarianism. So a lot of things in the world can affect you. And I say this: enjoy whatever you can. Always attempt to be all raw if you can. These high levels of being all raw, this is why you see so many people tearing down fruitarianism with no just cause. We don't have good fruits, of course, in this country, which is kind of bad. But we don't let them ripen enough on the trees. But I will tell you, that level of consciousness of being a fruitarian is so incredible. And when you can regenerate anything, I can regenerate anything. I haven't had anyone come to me that you couldn't regenerate. I had a spinal bifida case, born without L4 and L5. Now that's the lumbar to the kidneys. 3 years on raw, she has L4 and L5. I've had cases of incredible regeneration, spinal injuries, severe scoliosis, everything you can name, your body can regenerate. It's incredible. There is a blueprint, and you can raise the consciousness of your cells out of their genetic memories and give them a power that they've never experienced. So there's a lot to this, but then it's very simple. And so try to always be humble with your fellow man, even if you're an extreme raw foodist. I know there's a Dan McDonald's out there, and there's all these folks out there that are really tearing into this, and I applaud you very much so. I have 40 years in this field, and when you know, as time goes on, things change in your lives to a certain extent. But I've seen well over 200,000 people, Dr. Jensen over 300,000 people in our lives. And when you work clinically with people, it's amazing what you can get. And what I did, I went to naturopathic school in the early 70s, and then I became a biochemist. And what I did is I created my own healing art. And I just slapped naturopathy, which is holistic looking at life, congressionally approved health modality of the states. Benedict Less coined the word. Simply means that you start looking at life holistically. You don't use supplements, isolates, things like this. And I used botanicals, which is a part of naturopathy in its way, and I just slapped them together. But I used botanicals to clean out the lymph system of the body and to enhance the function of cells. One should lose this idiotic consciousness of diseases. They don't exist. They're illusionary. And it just shows the ignorance of the AMA. This is another mafia out there that has ruined our social structure, that has ruined our financial structure, and they can't cure anything. Statistically, from the CDC centers, of course, and I've said this in other videos, the allopathic community is the top killers of humans on the planet. Over 1 million people die every year at the hands of the medical community, and you can quadruple that for injury and pain. They just don't understand the human body and how it works and how easy it is to rebuild it and heal it. Sometimes it's some work. Don't make me make it too simple. Sometimes you're working pretty hard for your health, depending how low you get on the totem pole. But I really appreciate you listening to this video. I wanted to give you a little insight to who I am and the journey I've been on and my staff. I do have a school and I teach once a year. We're probably going to go back to twice a year. We were doing it quarterly for years. I've ran radio shows for years, and just to help you folks out, because healing is very simple, very, very simple. And so review my videos on the lymph system and the health, and we have DVDs. We have a lot of things available to you. There's some projects in the works that are so huge that it's amazing. But we must, as a planet, get away from this financial World Bank consciousness of taxation and all this, and really start working with love and enjoy each other's differences. That's important, that we enjoy each other's differences, because that, if you look at creation, God never made one thing the same, and that's amazing. So just keep that in mind, and start delving into who you are. You know, go beyond this world, go beyond your emotions, go beyond your thoughts, and spend some time with yourself. Spend some time alone. Get to know who you are for once, and not get lost in creation. Let your angers go, bring your love forth, and don't judge, okay? Use humility, because that'll get you so much further than judgment. And so, thank you for listening, and we'll continue these videos. I could do thousands of them. There's so much to talk to you about, and giving you the understanding how you pull yourself out of pain and misery. Those younger folks out there, you got a lot of genetics to rebuild, so don't get discouraged. Your body can rebuild these weaknesses. So for now, thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.